Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 11. So, things are starting to get interesting. So, if anyone is new that is watching, I am doing 108 days of initiation. And the initiation is that I'm launching my own modality, Phoenix Rising. And that is a death and a rebirth process for the feminine body to step out of the old into the new and really learn how to navigate this beautiful, beautiful body that is our main ally on this life adventure. So I'm launching it through this 108-day initiation process. So I'm coming out of my hermit cave, cage, cave. And I've been through a 9-year initiation cycle. And this is the result of that process. And so I'm teaching Phoenix Rising and I'm living Phoenix Rising as I am doing this adventure, because I'm showing up live 108 days in a row, and I don't have a script, I don't have a plan, but I'm taking everyone through the death and the rebirth process by teaching deep manifestation processes and connecting to the feminine body that is the main gateway to life itself, basically. So it's all about coming back to the body and remembering who we are and the superpowers that we have and our ability to be connected with the multidimension experience that is nature and relationship with other people and the interactions and the magic that we can co-create together when we live in harmony with each other. So I don't know what I'm going to teach tomorrow. So I only know, so I'm doing this completely intuitive and in co-creation with the creator. So I am trusting my intuition and I'm trusting the information that is coming through my body for each and every session. So this is as much of a surprise to you guys as it is to me, because I'm leaning in fully and trusting that my body will lead the way and guide us through. So that is the result of the process that I'm doing, is that I am not conducting what I'm saying. I am just allowing it to come through as I show up. And usually a couple of hours or an hour before the session, I can have an idea. So I have the big direction, like I know where we're going. And then the how, the steps are coming as we go along. And that is also how manifestation works. You focus on where you want to go, and then you allow the body to handle the rest. But the body is not able to connect with its environment if you are not connected with it. So the body is giving you or us signals and information all the time about every single circumstance, about everything that is going on around us. And we are so much in our head, and we are in the future and then in the past, and worrying about things and stressing about things and worrying about who's going to eat what for dinner and when are we going to do that and when are we seeing the Johnsons and when are we, and then the communication from the body is not received. So we need to come back to the body and start to listen and embody this physical being that is our absolute best friend. And this is how God is speaking to you. It's through the sensations in the body. Go left, go right, jump, and the body will say yes to this, no to this, Think about this. Oh, I like this. So we are supposed to be guided by the sensations and the communication that we have in our body. So uh, I'm going live for 108 days to teach about this. So we are today at 11, and we are going to drop into the practices. So we're going to start to manifest something. We're going to use something in your life as a practice tool, or practice item, or practice thing. So I'll teach you how you do this with everything in your life, basically, everything that you want. So we will go through it with one thing, and then you can do it with anything. So, okay, let me think. So we're going to start to practice now. So this will be like a preparation for the next couple of sessions, and then maybe there will be teachings and things in between, because I am following my energy. And as I am stepping out, if you've been listening from the beginning, I share more about my personal journey and why I am doing this. And it's about me coming out and being fully seen, fully transparent, fully accountable, fully trusting the body, trusting the process, trusting myself, trusting God, trusting universe, that, that this is the thing, that, and I'm coming full. It's like, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is the only thing that I'm devoting myself to. And this is a very interesting experience. So, and if you hear meowing in the back, it's Lucky. She wants candy. Lucky the cat. So we are going to start to move into the physical practices, but I'm going to follow my energy, because things are happening in my life as I'm leaning fully into my personal transformation. So I'm having this experience as much as you do, and I'm showcasing it in real time. That's basically it. So when we're going to move into the practices of the 7 pillars, so the first one is truth. But so the pillars in Phoenix Rising, I mentioned this before, but they can be, this is the foundation that you put everything through. It's like the manifestation that we want to do. We're going to use that and go through the different 7 layers of the pillars from that aspect. So I use this analogy for all of the things, and this is just one way to use it. And yeah. So before we move into those practices, we need to choose one thing that we're going to bring through. So I would say that we focus on the most important thing in your life. And you have all been going through the 11 list, and then it's a 3 list, and now it's a 1 list. And you can also maybe realize that you want to choose something completely different for this practice. So that's the point, to awaken the communication in the body. So that's why we're doing all of these different things and different practices, because I'm guiding you back into your bodies from different levels and different aspects. So I in Phoenix Rising, on the deepest practices, then I use all of the different modalities in one, and I massage the body it's like a spiritual massage to awaken the system, to awaken the physical body, the nervous system, the tissues, the blood circulation, the meridians, the energy lines, and for you to activate your ability to navigate your own system and feel, here is something going on here, this is physical, or is it emotional, is it energetical, so that you start to learn how to move through your own body so that you know what to do with your own body. And the more you open the body up, the deeper the connection is and the healthier is the system. So that's why we want to open up all parts of the body, because we want to create an extraordinary healthy system that has that you have the ability to do that. And then when we live in full connection with the body, we can also personally use your communication skills with your own body to regulate the system. Okay, lower the heart rate, lower the blood pressure, regulate the nervous system, so you can communicate with the body and help. So if you can regulate the nervous system, you can regulate all the other systems, because that has the deep effect on everything. Okay, so today we're going to go in deeper. So you saw that was just I had no idea that I was going to say that. I had no idea that that was coming, so I just had to follow that and then come back. Okay, now we come back. So this will be a seated practice. Use your notebook. Get a little bit cozy. So maybe you noticed that I noticed a stiffness on the left side of my spine. So my body what I did was like, okay, we're going to drop in, and then I started describing to you. So then my body dropped in, and then it directly showed me, oh, we're stiff on the left side of the spine. So I'm just going to open that up. So then my body started opening that up, because I've been feeling, so I'm starting to have a lot of personal shifts and processes starting, because I'm doing this, because I'm stepping wildly out of my normal situation, and really, this is a way out of my not comfort zone yet. It was my deepest comfort zone, that's why I'm doing it. But now I'm still in my comfort zone, because I just work through this so quickly. But now because I shifted so many belief systems and emotional shifts, and healing old wounds, and really stepping into this next level of me, then my body is starting to follow suit. So today I have been very tired. I've been nauseous, feeling weird, feeling very, very introverted, almost a little bit like heavy grief coming up about the past or what has been. And I felt so nauseous, I had to do an enema before I could even start. And then after that, then boom, all the information started to come, and then my body was like, I went up to the roof and to just sit in the sun and to receive the information. And then the body was just, even though it's my absolute favorite thing right now, my body was just wanted to run here to record this. So it's like, it's just so strong at the moment. I have to close my eyes to be able to really contain it. So I already feel much more. No, so that was what I was going to say. That walking into the session, I realized that there's something going on in the stomach, and that is connected to something on the left side. And I noticed that I was a little bit stiff. And then when we sat down and dropping into the body, then my body instantly wanted to go and soften that. So it's all connected. So I'm just sharing how I'm working with my body. So now I really want to open that up. And then the burp comes because I'm moving some sort of pressure in the body. So that is pressure releasing, and then my body's starting to feel more grounded and more calm. Okay. Sorry for this being so. This is what I'm learning to. I'm going to learn to contain it. I'm going to learn to compartmentalize the information and to put them in order, and so I can speak about something and then yet have the next. Yes, I'm going to learn to control that. Not there yet. The deep breaths. Drop into the body. And what I mean by that is to revert your thoughts, revert your mind. Take control of that, bring it home. You can even visualize you bringing, it's like your mind wants to take you outside of the body. So you can go wherever that is and just bring it in and bring it back home, and you can bring it all the way down to the root if you want. Okay, so just by me speaking to that, all of a sudden I feel the energy dropping in by itself. So I can feel that you are doing that. Huge confirmation for my body. Lowering the chin to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Using the breath to slow everything down, to allow the whole body to fall into a deeper level of relaxation. Using my breath to lower the pressure in my belly. Yawning confirms the system is starting to relax. Lowering my chin a little bit more. Anchoring my attention into the deepest layer of my root. When I did that, deep pressure was released from very deep. Small, but very deep. Okay, so body is relaxing even more. Starting to feel a very strong sensation of well-being in the body. You can feel the energy is opening up through the root and down the legs. It's below the knees now, but I'm sitting cross-legged. There's a lot of pressure being released from the body, releasing the constipation of creativity that I've been holding back over the years. There's a very deep energy moving because of this. Energy moving along my spine. So I prefer to move the spine to help the energy move, to open this up. The spine is the core intelligence of the body. That's why it's the core intelligence of Phoenix Rising. More coming. So the spine is everything. So if the spine isn't open, spacious, healthy, circulating, then nothing can really travel through the body. So then there's a lot of stagnation. So as I'm saying this, my whole spine just goes waves along, up and down my spine. It's like celebrating that we're finally showcasing this and showing what we're doing. So my arms wants to start to move. It feels like the body is creating a fire. So the reactions that I'm having now is because I'm doing this live on the internet, and there's something opening up because of that in me. So this is how I connect with the body. When I tune in and feel what's going on, this is what happens. So it's like the dance, it's the Kundalini energy dancing, just celebrating life, just moving freely through the world. And the sensation that moves along the central channel. So we have the spine. I mean, might not be anatomically correct, but energetically, you can feel that the spine is on the back, and then the Sushumna channel, the central line, is on the front, and this is where all the emotions are traveling. So I'm feeling this on the front. There's like this wellspring of joy that just starts to move the whole body in a dance. And it's the joy and the celebration of being alive, which is a feeling that I have not much experienced in my life. I can tell you that for sure. So this is as surprising to me as it is to you, because I was just going to drop you in to connect with the body. Okay, interesting. So I'm just going to take a couple of breaths and really breathe in the joy. And just release it. So you will notice that I often use the vision, in the internal vision of opening up a wellspring in the root and having the life force and the Kundalini and the joy of life to just go through the channel and come up and fall over the energetic bubble. And it's like a fountain. So it goes in and then it goes up again. Like that. And this is a very strong, it's like there's not much that can pierce this energetic bubble that you are creating. So we all have the energy field, and then when the life force is alive and the kundalini is alive, there's just a natural, you don't really need to think about what is true, what is right for you, what is other people's opinion. It's just, there's nothing really that can penetrate. You will just see everything so clearly. What is yours, what is not, what is right, what is wrong, what is my heart's desire, what is true for me, what is it that I'm supposed to do, what is my purpose, what makes me happy. Like all of these things becomes very accessible, because there's not, even though there's a lot of noise, um then not, there's not a lot that can, it's like you just know what is yours because you have so much space. You just like, yeah, this is mine, this is what da, 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 da. You just, it's your personal space, and that is invaded and infiltrated by everything else nowadays. Okay. So the silence is the bridge to this work. So bringing in the thoughts and bringing them into the body, just landing in the body, being in the body. And there's nothing else you kind of need to do. You just stay there and observe, and you look around and like, okay, what do we have going on here today? And the less time you spend in the body, then the more of a mess it's going to be when you finally realize like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is the control panel for this experience. Oh, I get it now. Okay, so then we have to clean up this space. And that is the work. So you will notice that there's tension in the fascia, there's unprocessed emotions, and maybe the organs aren't doing too well. Maybe there's a lot of stress in the nervous system. Maybe there's, what else is going on? Too many, oh, the mind is running the show, like, okay, and the mind is saying that we're not good enough, and we're not cool enough, or we're not smart enough, or we're not rich enough, or we're not pretty enough, or we're not skinny enough, or we are not a good parent, or I mean, who knows the illusions that the mind has found. So, this journey is about just opening the door to the self and realize that, okay, I have some work to do here. And there's no judgment in how much work you had to do. I had shit tons of work. What do you think? I've been here for 9 years. And I had to figure this out somehow. I had to learn, so it took longer. So it's going to go way faster for you guys. Way, way faster for you guys. So, but that is really the thing, so we need to drop into the body. And the goal is that you live from the body, that you're in the body all the time. Because there's life is as fun. It's you're not losing anything from navigating from the body. There's only gain. So the only thing that is challenging is that you need to deal with whatever is going on inside of you. But the biggest lie in all of this is that it's dangerous, that you're going to find something inside of you that is dangerous, that there's too much fear that you can't handle, that it's that's too much of any, that's just not true. It's just how quickly do you open the box, and how much knowledge do you have about it's a skill. It's just a skill that you need to learn, and no one is good at it when you start something. So it's about allowing yourself to start and just accept where you're at, and realize that if I do this, I'm gonna change my life completely to the better and live in alignment with myself, and honor myself, and you know I can create from here. Gives me a it gives me a I mean, it's just everything. So when we tune in, we just realize what is here at this moment. Anything that is um, available is what's going on, and then that's the truth. So tomorrow, probably, we're going to start with the first pillar and look at the thing that you want to create from the aspect of truth, and then we're going to start navigating the body and see what's there. Um, and So today we're gonna look at 3 levels of how the body operates that you can use, or that is the it's the main um, how to say, it's like whatever you want to manifest in your life, these are the things that affects it the most. So it's how you think about it, how you feel about it, and the actions that you take around it. So we are in the body, and we bring in the number one thing that we would like to work on for these 7 sessions. You can absolutely bring more things in along the way as you please. Some people have other, we all have different energetic capacities and setups. So whatever you feel that this is the, so this, either you do it like I do exactly, or you will be shown a slight differentiation. So you always adapt to how it's presented to you. So nothing that I teach is telling you exactly how it works. I show you how I did it, and then you are going to find your specific way of doing it, or the exact same way. We will have to see. And nothing I say you have to take as your truth, because I believe that there are multiple truths, and whatever is true for me, that is true, and whatever is true for you, that is true. So don't get offended about anything that I say. Just apply it to whatever happens to you, and just use it as a something to bounce off from. In that way, the energy will stay clear and clean. So you just use it however you want, and that goes for everything that I teach. And also for YouTube, that this is not medical advice. Okay, dropping into the body. And you choose this one thing that you want to bring in for these 7 sessions. And really bring it in, because how this is perceived in the body, that will determine how easy or quickly, or if even possible, it is for you to achieve or manifest the thing that you want. If you want, you can go back to the room and open the door and envision the future that we did a couple of sessions ago. Or maybe you want to create another vision that suits you better. So look at this, that the thing that you want to do or accomplish or have or manifest. Bring it up to the mind. And see what happens in the mind. Allow the mind to think about this and see what happens. Going to stay silent for a little while, and then we're going to do a prompt. Stay with that and think about it. And then grab your notebook. And then you finish this prompt, you start writing, and then you just allow the pen to take you wherever it wants to go. So we start. When I think about this, my mind says. When I think about this, my mind says. And if you are unable to have your notebook next to you, then you can just contemplate and observe and start to look at yourself in third person. It's like, okay, what is the mind actually saying here? "12:12" on the clock. Okay, so you can finalize the sentence. Just drop back into the body. See if there's anything it requests. Maybe it's asking you to do something that you can actually do. And if you're asking, what could that be? It could be, I need to go to the bathroom, or I am thirsty, or I am cold, or I'm hungry, or I need to sit down, or anything like that. Who I would really like to have a cup of tea. Granted. Oh, I really want a blanket. I want socks. I want to go home from work. Maybe a bit more difficult. But these are the sensations that when you start to fulfill those, that's when the magic starts to happen. So the next level of this exploration is come back to the thing that you have chosen, your object of manifestation. And now bring in how you feel about it. So bring it to the feelings and the emotions. What happens? How does it feel when you put your attention and your awareness on this thing that you've chosen? How do you feel? You just spend a little time and observe. So I don't know if you saw what I did there, but I found another thing that I wanted to work on. So the body, the spine started to move, and then I cracked open the neck, and then I started to yawn, and there was a big nervous system regulation that happened from that. Sorry for interrupting you. So how you feel about this whole thing that you're doing is enormously important. So these are the three most important things. So you can go back to the prompt, to the notebook. And it goes, when I feel into this, my body feels. When I feel into this, my body feels. You can finalize the sentence. And come back to the body. So the third aspect that I want you to bring in with this chosen object of manifestation is, what are my actions around this topic, this thing? That could be, what are my previous actions? It's like, is this something that I've been wanting for a while? And what has my actions looked like so far? Or maybe this is completely new. Then it's like, okay, what actions are required to actually make this happen? So just tune in and be really honest here. Like, what are my actions actually like in and around this? You can grab your notebook, and the prompt goes, in my day-to-day life, my actions around this are. In my day-to-day life, my actions around this are. $12.22. Okay, you can finalize the sentence. So, only from these 3 exercises, you should have a pretty good understanding of your starting point for this thing that you want to manifest. So the starting point doesn't say anything, it's just starting there. So any emotions that comes up, or any thoughts around that, that's all, sorry to say it, but that's all you, because you don't have to think like that about it, you don't have to feel like that about it, and you don't need to act like that about it unless you want to. So it's a choice that is available here. I'm not saying that it's easy, I'm just saying it's possible. And then it's up to you to, like, do I want to learn that or not? So here we have the thing that we want, and then it's okay, what am I willing to learn to understand how I'm going to get. So if this is the cheese, how bad do I want the cheese? So it's like all of this is available for you. So we're gonna take this thing that you want to manifest, and the truth around, or the starting point, the things that you found today, and then we're going to start to filter it through the truth, the knowing, the abundance, no, the truth, the knowing, the expression, the abundance, the power, the creation, and the sovereignty. And we're going to start to look at, what does the body say about this. So you're going to learn a lot about the thing that you want to manifest, and at the same time we're going to start to open up the body. So this is how we do, we use different aspects, and then we continually show up and open up the body. That's like one foundation of Phoenix Rising. So long session today again. I'm understanding now why I had such a strong reaction to the 15 to 20 minutes. There's still a part of me that feels like I should be doing shorter. And that's when I know that it's wrong, because the should energy is just, I should do that because someone else told me to do that, or the mind told me to do that. So it's like learning to differentiate. It's like, okay, so who's saying this really? Is this a trusted source? Is this aligned with my truth? And can you see how this would never have happened unless I asked the question and was willing to receive the answer for someone who just expressed what would fit best in their lives, and something that didn't resonate with me, and I could use that to open up this whole world of insights for me, and recommend the person that say, just take as much as you can when you can, because if I do it this way, then you will have more value in the thing. If I only do it for 15 and 20 minutes, wow, my nose is itching today. If I only do it for 15 and 20 minutes, you're not going to get, it's going to fall flat, because it's not my transmission. I'm rushing something and it's not going to work for you. But if I can do it in my way and you can do it in your way, then we can together, you see, body is responding straight away. And I'm even feeling different after this session. So I know now that my physical state is directly correlated with this process, with what I'm doing, because I feel like, that's how I feel now after this session. Because there's so many things that just waiting to come out, that is just like pushing me. And that's why I need more time, because the whole thing needs to come out. And maybe it will be shorter in the future, but this is the process. And I'm showing you the process as it is, because then you will feel more kind to yourself when you adjust to your process. It's not, you can't go from 100, from 0 to 100 in perfection. It's like, first of all, perfection doesn't exist. But second, it doesn't work that way. So just stop. Let's just stop, all of us. We have to allow ourselves to transform openly, willingly, slowly, quickly, you know? It just has to be as it is. And that's why I have to be as I am, because if I can show you that I can be fully myself 100% and allow my personality to come out along this process and become, for me to be comfortable to be exactly who I am in absolute public, then anyone can do that. And you just use your arena or your situation to whatever you want. Maybe there's a job that you want, or I don't know. I don't know what you want. So that's why, okay. Wow, I feel so good. Interesting process, to say the least. And finally, I'm entertained. I'm very grateful for that. So I'm very grateful for you, and thank you for all the brilliant questions in the chat yesterday on the 1111 portal. If you're just tuning in and you're new, subscribe to my YouTube channel to follow along for the 108 days of my process of doing this. There's a free Telegram group you can join for more conversation. That's below. There's a free registration there. And you can follow me on Instagram, Sara Marie Spirit. Ciao. See you tomorrow.